चलिए, now session is going to start. Hello. अरे आप लोग कहाँ गए सारे के सारे?
So everyone, we are going to start the session. So please be attentive. I am going to introduce you all to the experts we are having today. It is an absolute honor to introduce our esteemed speaker, Mr. Gupta, a name that resonates with excellence in the domains of networking, Linux, security, cloud computing, and software-defined networking. Mr. Gupta brings with him an unparalleled depth of expertise. He holds a BE degree and multiple prestigious certifications, including Red Hat Certified Security Specialist, Certified Ethical Hacker, Cisco Certified, and Microsoft Certified. As the founder of UNET Solutions and UNET Labs Private Limited, Mr. Gupta has been instrumental in bridging the gap between academia and industry by providing cutting-edge consultancy, open-source solutions, and high-end training to faculty members and industry professionals. His 29+ years of experience have seen him contribute significantly to both corporate and academic sectors, collaborating with leading engineering colleges, polytechnics, private institutes, and corporate organizations. His contributions extend far beyond training. He has authored 4 influential books and developed 17 online courses on Udemy, amassing a global learner base of over 19,000 students across 100+ countries. His expertise is highly sought after by top companies that integrate his courses into their employee training programs. Additionally, his research credentials include 20 publications, international conferences, and journals. Mr. Gupta's passion for innovation is evident in his work, having designed state-of-the-art advanced networking and cloud computing labs that incorporate infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, DevOps, hypervisor implementation, and SDN technologies. He's also a resource person for NITTR and IIT Bombay's spoken tutorial program, further solidifying his role as a pioneer in IT education. With his vast knowledge and hands-on experience, we are truly fortunate to have him here with us today. So without further ado, let us extend a warm welcome to Mr. Vipin.
But ma'am made it look so nice. I'm also surprised. Thank you, ma'am. So, have you recorded this?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
We will provide you recording.
So, in today's session, I will be covering one of the top security mechanism, which is called intrusion detection system. Tomorrow, we are going to cover firewall. And both these products are open source and used by industry. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about the firewall. Almost 30% of the industry, they uses that firewall that we are going to give demo tomorrow. But in the case of the demo that I am going to give today, almost 60 to 70% organizations, they use this product which is open source and free, and it is much powerful than the paid product. So here we will be discussing about one product that is Surikata intrusion detection system. We will be having the demo of that. And please remember the corresponding proprietary product is Sonot, which is going to cost you only $70,000 per year. So only. So in our case, we will be using the corresponding free and open source solution. But before that, we need to understand what is intrusion detection system. Although already I think 8 to 9 sessions days have already happened, you people know about all the attacks which are happening. But still, I will like to discuss for 10 to 15 minutes in my own way what are the different attacks from the hacker point of view. Then we will think on the point of view of security professional also. So when we discuss about cyber security threats. These are the main threats that are happening. Out of these, which are very dangerous, some are just nonsense value. So when we talk about 5 to 10 minutes, I will be discussing what are the different attacks, although you might be already knowing those attacks. So when we discuss about the attack, the number one attack that is considered in industry, that is ransomware attack. You already know that in this case, what the hacker does, it sends one public key to your system or your mobile phone, and what it is going to do, it is going to encrypt your data, and the corresponding key will be with the hacker. Nobody can, we can say that FBI can recover data, CIA can recover data. No, nobody can recover data which has been encrypted by the public key. So we have to pay the ransom. Recently in AIMS, that type of attack has happened. They encrypted all the data, and we do not know, this is not in public domain, whether they paid the ransom or not. But the two IT professionals, they definitely lost their job due to this attack. And recently, Andhra Police Department, they were infected with this ransomware, and they demanded from policemen the ransom. Again, it is not in public domain whether they have paid or not. So this is number one attack. And sometimes what happens, even after paying the amount, they delete your data. So another form of ransomware is wiper. So as a security professional or as a IDS professional, I would like to see whether my intrusion detection system is going to detect these type of attack or not, ransomware attack. So we will be looking at the practical example. We will try to send ransomware, and we will see whether our intrusion detection system is going to detect that or not. Then we have got in second number is Trojan horse. Trojan horse mean if your laptop, mobile phone that is infected with Trojan horse, the whole control of your mobile phone or your desktop or your laptop, it is with the hacker. He or she can do anything on your, because the whole system is under their control. Like these days we see that certain OTP messages are coming, because the hackers, they are deploying any type of application in your mobile phone, so your mobile phone is under the control of the hacker. So whatever OTP you are getting on your phone, they are able to access. Same thing, this these Trojan horse mean if you are going to infected with Trojan horse, that means your system is with the control of the hacker. Let me give one real example, so that will make more sense. So I will, and it is not my report, it is BBC's report. So we can always rely on these type of thing. So I am opening one. Here we are looking at one actual attack which happened on, like in India we have got Reserve Bank of India, main bank, which control all the other banks. Same way Bangladesh has got BRI, equivalent. And if you are going to look at, they are mentioning one name, Lijades. I think 15 to 20 days back you might have heard about the news about this group, that the Wazir hack that happened into crypto exchange in India, those stolen 2,000 crore rupees, this group was involved. But this incident is much before. So what happened in this incident, and look at the amount. Almost they were able to pull $1 billion hack from the BRI bank. So what happened? This is basically one North Korean group. In that group, one of their hacker, they send one biodata to Bangladesh BRI employees, because these days everybody's data, we use so much social media that almost our data is available on the social net. So they were able to find out the email address, that type of thing. And what the hacker did, they sent one email to all the employees, and in that cover letter they mentioned the skill which is much sought after in banking industry. And they said that if you are interested in this biodata, please download my resume. One of the employee that clicked on that link, that computer get infected. Once one computer get infected, slowly and slowly those hackers were able to control whole their network. And in Bangladesh, Friday and Saturday is the holiday. And please remember, every country has to keep certain amount of money in US banks. So Bangladesh bank were also having $1 billion at a US bank. So what they did, the hackers on Thursday at exact 8 p.m. they sent the request to transfer the money to some Philippines bank accounts. And for 2 whole days they were not able to detect. But unlucky for the hackers, when almost 100 millions were transferred, something bad happened that other amount could not get transferred. But still, $100 million is lot of money, and still it has not been. And what happened? How it happened? Just we have clicked on the mail. Now you people are going to ask me for the PDF. I will give you the PDF, or I will send you the link. Please download that PDF from the link. Please don't trust. These days, zero trust policy you should imply. Zero trust means even don't trust your spouse. Although this is little bit too far, but according to trust policy, zero trust policy, mean if somebody is sending the links, that type of thing. So please don't know. So in this case, simple click of, and what was happening? That was Trojan horse basically. They were able to control the system from that. So this was one real hack that has happened. So again, I am coming back to this. Then we have got the advanced version of Trojan horse is spyware. In Trojan horse, somebody has to click certain thing. You might have heard about one famous spyware, Pegasus, Israeli software. And that is so much sophisticated, even a missed call on your WhatsApp, it can infect your system. What they have done, we do not know. Recently, WhatsApp report was there that certain groups are using WhatsApp accounts for hacking purpose. So in this case, it is even more sophisticated. That means simple one call, missed call on your WhatsApp number can infect your mobile phone, that type of thing. So again, this is a form of Trojan horse. Another name of this is backdoor also. So these are synonymous. So number one is ransomware, second is Trojan horse or backdoor or spyware. Then I'm coming towards this virus and worm. I'm just giving practical example. Then we will see whether our ideas is going to detect these type of thing or not. Now I have talked about Trojan horse. In our case, when I will be giving the demo, we will be sending one Trojan horse, and we will see whether that our ideas is able to detect that Trojan horse or not. So that is why I am making you a little bit comfortable with these terms. Then we have got virus and worm. If you are a Windows user, almost 30% of your life is spent on mitigating these virus worm type of attack. I am basically a Linux user, so these things are not affecting me. But again, let me give you one again real example of this. Still, what happened? I am giving one case study of 20 years back. So let me open that also. Again, real incident. So here I am quoting, again not me, CNN. So here we will see what happened 20 years back, how the hackers were able to infect your system. That we are going to look at. So little bit net is slow because I think I am using my net. So we will see. And please look at the heading. I am saying it was 20 years back. 20 years back, one Philippine student, he submitted certain code as a thesis work to his teacher or guide, but guide rejected that code. It is not of good quality, so he thought of testing it on real life. So what happened in this case? The subject was I love you, and what was the message? Kindly check the attached love letter coming from me. I'm talking 20 years back. Still half of us, if we are going to still get this type of letter, we will jump from our chair. Please don't mind, certain time I am using certain term, but it is reality. But we are talking about 20 years back. 20 years back, if I am sitting on my chair, I am getting that somebody has sent me love. What I will do? I will quickly open. So what happened? That act originated from the Philippines. Within hour spent to Hong Kong, Norway, Denmark. They have to take their parliament offline. UK House of Commons, it was down. And US Pentagon, AT&T Ford, multiple US Army base within an hour. And what was the modus operandi? Victim receives an email asking you to open a, these days it could be go Canada in 1 week. If they are going to send this letter in Punjab, almost 90% of person will open in Punjab. Or go in 1 lakh in Canada. Or dollar he does. That means attractive message. Or double your investment in week. These are the common. That means they change the wording. So in this case, victim receives the mail. They open the mail. Then, like now in my case, always my Gmail is open. And in my Gmail, I have got more than 10,000 different contacts are there. So in this case, what happened? It sent all, it is copied to all those 10,000. And within hours, it was on millions of systems. And then encrypted the files also. Plus it stole the passwords also stole. And it sent it to center servers. Still these days, half of the again attacks are happening because you are just opening the morning, we are sleepy, but we just try to open each and every link. I also try to open this type of thing, but please be careful when you are opening this type of thing. So in my case, what I do, if somebody is going to say to me, please open this type of link. So we are coming towards the solution type also. Then I visit one site. I'm just, yes. If you already know, then I can skip this.
Not everyone knows.
Okay.
Not everyone, some people know.
Okay. So again, some of the things might be little, but again, according to me, because I have to, again, we will go into the demo of that intelligent detection, but we want to see, like in our ideas, whether it is going to stop those worms or these viruses or not. But not everybody will be able to deploy ideas. So we want certain other solutions also. So little bit solution is my. कल मैं आप लोगों का नेट यूज करूंगा. So in my case, what I do, I go to this site. If I am going to find that some site is not properly working, net अगर मिल सकता है क्या?
Yes, sir, right now we need that.
Okay.
जेने करनी सर. जेने करनी.
ये वाला
लास्ट वाला.
ये वाला. it is going to scan that link and it is going to tell whether that link is clean or not.
Yes.
So this is very useful type of site. So in our case,
URL.
okay, let me put the site of JNU.
Yes.
So what is the site name? JNU
.ac.in.
.ac.in. Now in this case what happens? Like in our laptops we put one antivirus and sometimes it could be two. But here what it is doing? 96. Your link is being scanned by 96 different antiviruses and all are saying, like when we have got certain disease available, we go to the one doctor, but to be doubly sure we say that take second opinion and third opinion, fourth opinion. Generally real life we do not take third or fourth opinion. Here how many opinions we are taking? 96 opinions, and all are saying that your, and please sometimes it could be embarrassing also, because at one place I was giving the lecture, I put their site and it malware was there. That was very bad for them and for me it was very. So here I was expecting that no malware is there, but certain site, even your university, it might contain malware. I'm just giving the one hint. If you are getting any link, just go to this site. Then what is happening? Now what happens? When we visit any website, please remember that website is sent to you by either Apache web server or it will be Nginx server, which is used by the Facebook people, or IIS web server. Now mostly it is going to be your Apache website. That means if you are visiting today 10 sites, out of that 6 or 7 sites are going to be sent to you by the Apache web server. Now these days what the security professionals say, always keep your software updated. So now what the hackers do, they send you the message that new Apache version has come, new update is available, and what you are going to do, you are going to update that. So in my case what happens, whenever I am getting that type of message or update, what I do, so I am giving one example, I go to some Linux system. I will give the reason also why I go to the Linux system, why I do not go to the Windows system. Suppose I am assuming that this is the file, this is Apache exe file is there, and this is the code there. I am just assuming. That means certain file will be there that you are going to download and install. Then what I am going to do, I am going to launch one command and I will put that file there. That means whatever file is I will download in my Linux system, I will run this command and it is going to generate one fingerprint. Now what is the beauty of fingerprint? It is unique.
Unique for everyone.
Free, like our fingerprint is unique. Now whether it is a 1 MB file or 1 terabyte file, what it is going to do? It is going to create an signature of this length only. So what I do, I copy this fingerprint. So in my case what I have done, I downloaded some virus, one update. I checked the fingerprint. This was the fingerprint. Now what I am going to do? Again, I am going to do, I will go there. And we are going to put, we are going to say search. So what was that?
So many.
Trojan, each and everybody detected that was Trojan horse. So again, my purpose is when we are downloading those type of things, updates, is our ideas is going to inform us or not that this update, this file contains certain malware. So that means if for each and every hack that is happening, type of hack, we need one all-in-one solution.
So we don't have the Linux pin.
Yes. Now the question arises, why I use the Linux? First of all, so Linux was created by the biggest hackers of the earth. If I have to construct one safe house, I will invite all the big thieves and I will request them to design one house for me. Normally they will design certain security principles. That means it will be more secure than the other houses which were designed by the normal architect. Same way, what happens in the case of Linux, most of the attacks, they do not affect Linux system because Linux work in different way. When you are logged in as a normal user, if you are going to do anything, it is not going to infect other user. Plus more than 11 different security mechanisms are there. So even if I am going to download the virus, mostly 99.99% viruses, they are made for the Windows systems. So if I am downloading in Windows Linux system, it will not infect my Linux system. Further, what I am doing, another security principle is there.
How to generate that from Windows file?
Yes.
Windows.
That means another principle, I am using sandbox. You are always learning the term that always for experiment purpose use the sandbox.
Yes.
Can anybody tell me what is sandbox?
Isolated environment for
Yes.
Yes.
testing purpose or maybe
Yes, correct. Like in my case, this is my host operating system. Still I have to keep it Windows, although I am not a big fan of Windows. But sometimes projectors are not comfortable with the Linux system, so I have to keep my base system as a Windows system. But in my case, what I have done, by using virtualization software, I have created so many sandboxes, more than 80 sandboxes are there for different purposes. And here I am using one of the sandbox. So whenever I am downloading anything or I am doing certain experiment, so always go to the sandbox. I prefer that sandbox should be Linux based. First mean sandbox security. Second, it is Linux based security. And plus you people know that almost 99% hacking tools, they best work in Linux platform only. If you have used our Kali Linux, basically what is it? Kali Linux is basically Linux. So this is. But in our case, what we want to see whether our ideas is going to detect these type of. It is not that always you have to deploy ideas. So we were looking at this virus scanner type of thing. So in my case, if you people are going to send me the certain attachment, sometimes we have to download the documents. So in my case, what I do, I open my Gmail type of thing in this sandbox. I download that thing. Then I run this simple, this is available by default, these commands are available. So I just create the fingerprint, I go to the virus and it is able to tell me whether that is that certain malware is there or not. So simple safety mechanisms are there. And please remember, in my life I have never installed any antivirus system on my laptop. But still I am safe. Because what happens? I normally go to the sandboxes. Second thing, like suppose if I have to give you the data, I will normally give you the pen drive. Suppose I have given you the 5 files. Now it is Indian tradition. When you are going to give 5 files, you will return 7 files. We always return little bit more. But I never accept those extra 2 things. What are those 2 extra things?
Virus.
But whenever I am going to pen drive, I never attach that pen drive back to my laptop. In my house, I have kept a separate Linux system is there. I go there, I put that pen drive there, I remove those two extra things. So little late, but these are not sophisticated method. We want certain industry level method. So we are coming towards that ideas type of thing. So let me discuss 2 or 3 then we will move toward. Then we have got scareware is there. Sometimes when we scan certain things, certain widget, certain site, that site starts scanning your system and it will say 10 malwares found. Actually no malware is there. Then they say freely remove this malware. We click, then they say we have removed 7. Then for 3 they say purchase. They are scaring you into purchasing their product. Then we have got adware is there. Botnet I will be discussing little bit later on. Now as a security professional, what I want? I want certain solution. So top 2 solutions are firewall and intrusion detection. So today I am discussing intrusion detection system. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the full demo of industrial level firewall. Now regarding intrusion detection system, which intrusion detection system I am going to consider as a perfect? First, it should give you the information with 100% accuracy. That means if the attack is there, please remember intrusion detection system works like your fire alarm. If there is a fire, what the fire alarm is going to do? It will give you the information, but that is not going to extinguish that fire. What happened in that California? I think their fire alarm was not working fine. For 10 to 15 days, whole California under fire. But in our houses, and that if there is fire, it is going to inform you. Same way, intrusion detection system's purpose is, if there is any type of, thousands of different type of attacks are there, it should tell you with the 100% accuracy. And then quickly mean, suppose now it is almost 4:45. Suppose I have got the information that at 5 o'clock somebody is going to kill me, and I am making a phone call to the police persons, but they are reaching at 6 o'clock. That is useless, because 5 o'clock is, I am already gone. Same way, intrusion detection system, if it is going to tell you about the attack after 1 hour, that is useless. It tell you immediately. Like in some Pune bank, I think 2 years back, the hackers were able to steal 99 crore rupees. For 2 days, they were not able to even detect that thing has happened. What the admin was doing, or what their ideas, or that if they have implemented what they were. So ideas should give you the information within a minute. So when I will be giving the practical demo, we will see how much quickly it is going to give you the information about the attack. Then with complete diagnosis of the attack. If it is ransomware, Trojan horse spyware, that means it is more dangerous. Immediately we require attention. If it is adware or simple spam is there, that not. So if it is going to tell us about that, like when we go to the doctor, certain diseases are very critical. If doctor is saying simple, you have got a headache is there, then we will feel relief. If that is going to say that so and such disease is there, we will feel very concerned. So in this case, if it is going to tell you about the attack, so we can accordingly take the action. Then if it can give you the recommendation, like when we go to the doctor, it detects the disease also, plus it tries to correct that also. So here also we want that our ideas. So when we are talking about intrusion detection system, the demo that I am doing, it performs all these things very well. Then please, whenever you are going to use antivirus or intrusion detection system, these four terms are always going to disturb you. So what are these four terms? We always say that if you are using antivirus or your intrusion detection system, it should always give you true positive or true negative. It should not give you the false positive and false negative. I have seen we are not able to understand these four terms. What are these? So I am just taking one real example in which within 3 to 4 minutes we will be able to understand what is the meaning of these terms. So I will take the example of corona. Suppose I have got corona and lab report is also saying that I have got corona. That is true positive. In the case of IDS, if the attack is there and IDS is also saying that attack is there, that is the case of true positive. We want always our IDS to give this type of information. Then we have got true negative. I do not have the corona and lab report is also saying I do not have the corona. That comes under true negative. In the case of IDS, if no attack is happening, then IDS should not generate any alert. So always we want true positive or true negative, but false positive mean I do not have the corona, but lab report is saying I have the corona. That's happened a lot of time. So in the case of IDS, if no attack is there, but your IDS is saying attack is happening, that is the case of false positive. We do not want our IDS to give this type of information. Then we have got false negative. That means I have got the corona, but lab report is saying I do not have the corona. That has also happened a lot of time. Here in the case, that means real attack is happening, but our IDS is saying no attack is happening. So this is again the case of false. So what our IDS, what we want, true positive or true negative, but we want to minimize these type of things. Then another thing, always in security two terms are always there. One is intrusion detection system, one is intrusion prevention system. Intrusion detection means it is just going to detect. It will not prevent. Please remember, prevention is always the work of firewall. So sometimes what we do, we combine IDS with the firewall, then it becomes IPS. Luckily, the product that we are going to use today, Surikata, plus the demo that I am going to give you tomorrow, IP table, they best work together. Both are open source and their combination is very lethal. So by using two open source products which are of industry quality, you can create your own intrusion prevention system. So diagrammatically I have represented that this waves like it is just going to detect that type of, but it will scare you away also. So I'm just for now, I think everybody knows how these hackers work, but still I just want to show 2 or 3 tools that hackers are going to use. Then in our case, from a security point of view, we just want to see whether our IDS will be able to detect this type of thing. So quickly for 4 minutes I am going to explain. Corp network means corporate network. Please remember, corporate network or your university network, it will have 2 type of front end like web server, FTP server, mail server. Those are front end servers. Then we have got back end, account department, your research, that is back end. Most of the critical things that are in back end. So hacker's purpose is always going to be back end. So these days, if I have to hack JNU, I do not physically need to enter into the JNU. So what we can do, I am not going to do that, recording is happening. So I am not going to do. I am just giving one example. So we will take the example of that means by using internet. What the hacker is going to do? The first tool that hacker uses, that is Nmap. In our case, we will be taking that demo. We will be using the Nmap, and then we will see whether our IDS is able to detect that. So using Nmap, what it is going to do? It will send one ping sweep. Suppose after 5:30, I want to loot something. I want to utilize my time. I want to loot certain bank. So first I have to find out which banks are near GNU. Then where is the most cash available, minimum security. That means it is not that I have decided within 1 hour I will be able to. loot that bank. Same way hacker, no hacker can, if they have decided within 1 minute we want to hack, next minute they will be able to hack. No, they have to study. So they will run tool and they will find that so many servers are there. Suppose they have find out DNS is there, NFS is there, web is there. Then they further perform port scan. In port scan, they will be able to know which server is running, which Apache web server is running. Like we say that SSH protocol is safe, but not every version of SSH is safe. SSH2 is safe. SSH1 is not safe. So please remember, now it is going to find out that certain this is vulnerable. Then it will use the next tool Metasploit. And by using Metasploit, what they are going to do? They will try to assess the root access. Now what is this root access? Like in this case, if you are going to see, I am going to use one Linux system. In Linux system, I logged in as a VPN user. Now VPN user is having just a normal permission. I want the permission of vice chancellor's type permissions. All permission. So in the case of Linux system, this is root user. That means if you are able to hack Linux system, if you are able to log in as a normal VPN user, you will not be able to do much thing. What you have to do? You have to log in as a, this is called, you have to escalate privilege.
Administrative.
Yes. So here in this case also, what that hacker is going to do, it will try to have the root access, then it will perform that attack. So now as a security person, I want to see whether my IDS will be able to detect this scan type of thing, or if somebody is trying to move from normal user to critical user, will it be able to detect or not? So first we are looking at the what are the different attacks, then we will see the practical whether that is able to detect or not. Last thing, for hack, then we will go to the demo. Now everybody knows. Today's news, when I was coming, I was listening that today one major DDoS attack has happened on VPN services. I think millions of computers are involved in hacking. Today's news is. So what happens in this case? Now I think almost 30 participants are sitting here. And remember, we have got one software available. The name of that software is Nessus, which is even used by the defense forces also. If I am going to run Nessus software against these 30 participants, I am 100% certain out of 30, 29 will be having critical vulnerability. Even that is, I am quoting less, 30 out of 30 we will be having critical vulnerabilities. So in this case also, hacker scans millions of systems. So what it is going to find out thousands of systems which are unsecured. Then what that hacker is going to do? They are going to install certain. So sometimes the people ask, sir, is our mobile phone or this laptop mean anybody can hack? I always say hacker is not going to waste his or her useful time on your system, because in our system movies and songs are there mostly. Not hacker is going to use your system for some other purpose. What they want? They will install some agent on your system, and then that system is called zombie system. Then what they will do? They will establish one command center that will be in certain country where there is no rule of law, or in some country where there are so many restrictions. Why the people send their money to Swiss accounts? Because they do not disclose the identity. So that type of. So they will establish the master server, then they will give the command. That master server will give the command. Suppose at admission time, some rival of JNU, they want that their admission should be effective. So what is the attack that they are going to perform? DDoS. So that during admission time, their website is not available, because first you are going to visit, everything is now online. So legitimate user will not be able to access. But why? As a security person, I want to see whether my IDS is going to detect these type of things. So now before moving into last thing theoretical that I want to discuss, type of IDS. When you go to certain showroom for purchasing the car, are you going to just say, give me the car? You will specify certain model, certain that type of thing. Same way, when you are purchasing firewall or IDS, you should know which type of IDS are available. If you have to do the farming, you are not going to purchase the car. You want tractor, and if you have to daily travel, then you are not going to purchase tractor. You are going to purchase. Same way here, which type of IDS? So please remember, mostly use are signature based. Signature based means now the IDS that we are going to use, it has got more than 10,000 different signatures are there of each and every attack. So if some attack is going to happen, suppose somebody is going to send Trojan horse, it will compare against its signature and it will immediately give you the information. Virus scanner also work in the same way. But the problem with this is it will not be able to detect zero-day attack. Suppose at 5:30 I am going to write new attack, that signature will not be there. Like when the corona came, doctors were not having the signature of that. After so much effort, in 2 years they were able to get those signatures. Now if anybody has got the corona, they are able to identify. That is why that product is so costly, because creating signature takes time, lot of. So second type for stopping attack is anomaly based or machine learning based. Now when I use my laptop, I know that my CPU usage or RAM usage is 30 to 40%. And CPU usage is this much, and RAM I am using out of 16 GB, I am using 4 GB. Now when the attack will happen, what will happen? My resources uses will be more. So if my resources uses are more, we will be able to detect that certain malware is infecting our system. So we will analyze that computer and we will try to find out the signature. Then we have got host based. Host means if I am going to install it on this laptop, it is going to detect only if attack is happening on this system. But if JNU have got 5,000 systems available, and if I want that out of those 5,000 systems, if on any system attack is happening, it should tell us about that. Then we need network. So the IDS that we are going to use, it is a fourth system also. So in my case, one system will be hacker system. Although in real life, it could be hundreds of systems, but due to resource constraint, I am just taking one system as a attacker system. And what will be the IP address? 172.24.91 system is going to be my attacker system. And this system 172.24.0.41, it is going to be victim system. In real life, it could be hundreds of victim systems. But here for practical demo, I am just specifying that one of my system will act as a victim system. Then this is our intrusion detection system. And I will tell you that if you have got Linux installed, you need to run only one command. By just using one command, that IDS will get installed and all the signature will get downloaded. But how to use that is very important. So in our case, this 172.24.0.101, it will act as our IDS system. So initially I will be sending 2 or 3 types of different attacks. First I will go to the attacker system and I will try to send one black sun Trojan horse. To which system? Victim system. Then immediately after sending, I will come to it, because we have said it should be under 1 minute. It should be able to detect under So when we will send, immediately we will come to this system and we will check whether it is able to detect that or not. Then second type of attack that we are going to perform, that is going to be SQL injection. Now everybody these days they are saying create app, create app. Now creating app is very easy. Now ChatGPT, these are things are even with 1 hour you can create that any app. But the problem is security zero. 99.99% apps which are available, they are not properly secured. And most common type of attack is SQL injection on your website or these type of application, because each and every application they use certain database behind the scene. So in our case we will be sending one SQL injection attack on this system and we will see. Then third thing, we will try to scan by using the tool that is used by the hacker Nmap, and then we will see whether this is able to detect or not. So in my case, first I will go to the attacker system. Let me show you attacker system. So I have got 3 systems available. So this is my attacker system. So I will increase the font. I am just going to show you what is the IP address. This is my attacker system, 91 address. And again I am using virtualization for creating the lab. And this is going to be my victim system. Let me show you that also. Again, let us check the address. This is 172.24.0.41. This is the victim system. And this is our intrusion detection system. And let us check the address of this also. And here little bit command is different. IPAS we are going to run. And if you are going to carefully look, this is the IP address of this. And all 3 systems are in networking. And please be careful, what it is written, certain interface name is there. If you go to the window, Ethernet will be there or local area connection will be there. If you are, it is going to be ETH0 or ENS. So please, wherever you are going to install your intrusion detection system with IPAS command, just check which interface. To activate that intrusion detection system, we need to specify on which interface it is going to listen. Is this clear? Now, we want to see first of all, before we are going to activate, where are those signatures? Where that IDS keep it is signature. We always use antivirus. Have you ever seen where our antivirus stores that virus signature? We never check. We take that so much granted, but if you are going to check that, you will understand lot of things as a security professional. But here we just want to understand little bit about that. So in my case, I will go to this Surikata, and they call the signatures as rules. So if you are going to carefully look, I am just going to run. I am just running. So what it is saying, certain bot rules are there, chat rules are there, DNS, DOS attack, then exploit, application vulnerabilities, this malware means Trojan horse, ransomware, all these things, spyware, that will come. So in my case, let me open this emerging malware. So I will open with emerging malware. We just want to check which type of rules are there. Certain rules are there. And what is written in alert? It is just going to detect. But if you are going to combine it with the firewall, we will change the alert to drop. We will say, please detect that also. Please drop that attack also. And these are very complex type of attack. Signatures. And if you want to be work in this ideas, that means if you want to create your own signature, you should have the perfect knowledge of TCP stack. Mean networking knowledge should be perfect. But for us, certain professionals, they have created a signature. and we can create our own signatures also. We have to keep the file. Now in my case, what I am going to do, I am going to activate our intrusion detection system. So this is the command. What is the command? I am saying suricata -c, and please I am specifying certain files name. Now what is the purpose of this file? When you go to the doctor, now please remember there are 1000 type of different tests are there, lab tests are there. Now when you go to the doctor, is doctor recommend you do all 1000 tests? No. In their slip they will write 3 to 4 tests according to your symptoms. They are not going to recommend please do all the 1000 tests. If they are going to say that is too much time consuming and resource intensive. Same way, suppose if in my organization I do not have any web server, then what is the need of scanning that type of thing? If I do not have mail server, so be careful if you are using the ideas. If you are going to say scan all type of attacks, then within 1 hour 1 terabyte hard disk will get full. So what we can do, we can always specify in this file suricata.yaml file which type of attack we want to detect. But in my case, because for demo purpose I have specified all the. I will show you that file also later on. First let us have that. So in my case and please look at what I am saying. Interface. So sometimes we have got 2 interfaces, so you have to specify on which interface our IDS is working. So I am going to activate this. Now the problem is we have activated. Now where the admin is going to view that certain attacks are happening. So when we go watch certain movies, we always see in those movies certain security guards are sitting, certain control room is there, certain 20 to 30 TVs are there, and they are always observing some intruder is there or not. Generally in films they show when the intruder is there, they are looking somewhere else. But here also we want that type of facility, that type of cameras. So in our case, let me first delete earlier data, then I will show you that file. I am just removing this. So we want certain TV type of facility. So for that we are going to run one command which is very critical Linux command. This is the command. What we are saying, because what happens when the IDS is going to detect any attack, immediately it is going to write on which file? There is one file where log suricata fast.log, and tail command we are saying please display 10 lines, and F means continuously please display last line. What is the combined effect of these guys? That means whenever attacks are going to happen, it is going to show the last 10 attacks immediately. Although we can increase the number of lines, but now is there any attack happening? No. So in my case, I am just going to send the first attack. That is, I am just going to send one Trojan horse from which system? This system to this system. So we will go to which system? 91 system. And I am going to run this one command. So is it visible, or let me clear the screen? I am going to send this one. So quickly we will move to, hardly took seconds. What it is saying? Suspicious user agent Black Sun classification. A network Trojan was detected, and what it is saying? Which system? You can use it for legal purpose also. If somebody is real IP, if somebody is performing the attack from the real IP, that will be there. And on which system? If in JNU we have got 1000 system, it will say the attack is happening on 41 system or 42 or immediately what we will do? We will give certain firewall command. Block the attack from that. Then second type of attack, what we want to send? SQL. We are not going to the quality how we are conducting that type of attack. We just want to understand the IDS part. So we are going to send now SQL injection. So again I will go to the 91 system. So I am just going to send one command. So immediately what we will do? We will go there. What it is saying? Possible SQL injection attempt, web server, web. Immediately. Trojan horse is different type of attack. SQL injection is different type of attack. Now let us move to the third tool. Now this is the first tool that hacker uses. We are going to just run. And I am not using one A option. If I am going to use -A option, what it is going to tell you what? It will tell you the operating system, which services are running. Suppose we are scanning the web server. It will say Apache web server is running, this version is running, or IS web server is running. It will give you the detailed information. So this is the tool, because after that, like when we were showing that diagram, this is the first tool. But if I am going to use -A option, it will give you lot more information, which hackers can use, and they can use the Metasploit. But here we are interested. What it is able? It is saying somebody is performing potential scan. This is the best way to stop preventive measure. Even sending a ping command without permission is a crime these days. Like if you are going to cross 20 times before the army base, what they are going to do? They will observe you and they will catch you. So say, here also, even somebody is performing scanning, that means immediately they can send them the message. Sometimes even your college, your university's admin, they get certain mail that somebody is trying certain hacking type of thing. They get the certain mails. That is why we keep the record who is using username, password, everything. Each college has to maintain that. So let me clear this, delete this. Now we want to check whether it is going to detect ransomware or not. And I am going to cancel this also. Again, what I have done, I have deleted the file because so much was getting very large. So again I am running this. So another 5 to 10 minutes. So now, suppose certain small organization is there and they are finding that from the last 4 to 5 days, I will tell them that please install that software on any one of your system.